7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Check 1, 2, 3. Yesterday we celebrated the birth of Martin Luther King, a civil rights leader. But we're not in a civil state. I ask myself, what's wrong with my country? And I reply to myself, we've become super sensitive pricks. I mean, get real. There's a lot of shit that we have gotten over, but now we have a beef with now. We now create beef where there is no beef. I can reference the wrestler that needed his haircut a few weeks back. Maybe you heard about this story. A young man wanted to wrestle in a competition, but was informed, let's say weeks in advance. There was a note sent home, and he chose not to cut his hair or buy the proper headgear. So the guy who made him cut his hair, and I don't know why they made him cut his hair out in public. That seemed very disgraceful. That wasn't handled well, but he was upset, and the country was upset that he was required to cut his hair because it messed with how he presented himself and his personality and everything. And that's your outward appearance is a big deal. Well, following the instructions is a big fucking deal. You ever thought about that? You ever try to put together something from IKEA? Yeah. I mean, if you follow the IKEA rules in life, I think you're going to be okay because you're following the directions. Yeah, you might mess up. You might screw in something wrong, but you're following the directions. I mean, we're talking about a non-story that played out like Stonewall Jackson had raised his Confederate battle flag and told the guy to cut his dreads before the match. But buy some headgear, bro. I mean, really, if you couldn't afford it, hit me up. I'll buy you some headgear, because you started a whole line of bullshit. But is it back on us? Because we're looking for these issues. We're looking for these problems. We're looking for reasons to divide ourselves. Case in point, look at the government shutdown, which has gone on a really long time. I mean, we're setting records here. Steph Curry sets records all the time. I'm a fan of that. But when my government sets records, I'm not too good with that. And you know why we're setting records? Because the people we put in charge are old and fucking petty. Have you ever been to a retirement home? Really? Where you have people beefing over who gets to change the TV. Are we watching The Price is Right? Are we watching Young and the Restless? Or are we watching Jerry Springer? And that could be all out war. But I'm watching two factions with nothing to lose in this fight. You say you have no dog. I say all the time, I have no dog in this fight. And they have no dog in this fight, because if this country goes to shit, they still will be rich, and my belongings will be out on the front yard getting picked through by my neighbors. You ever think about that? Before you raise your Antifa, your BLM signs, or your conservative bullshit, your abortion clinic shit, you ever think about the fact that you're picking a side when we're all pretty much friends? We're all civil until we talk about the state of our country. I can sit next to a man on a bus and his beliefs could be totally different than mine, but until we talk about the state of our country, that's when the beef starts. Are you picking a side? And I'm going to insult you right now. Are you stupid enough to pick a side? I call it stupidity, since if you're really paying attention to what's going on, both sides hate you. Now me, for some reason, was labeled a Trump supporter because I found an extreme lack of creativity when it came to the criticism and the jokes about the president. You talk about low-hanging fruit. He's quirky. There's problems with the guy. The guy is not it's not utter perfection, but when does the endless pile on stop? When do I have to stop hearing about impeachment, the Mueller report, and all this shit, when really I just need people to run the country? I need somebody to go over there with a 10-step plan and tell this guy how to run the goddamn country and stop pointing out how he is flawed. I knew his flaws from the first fucking day. Are you telling me something new? This was labeled the news, wasn't it? It said, I hold on, let me look at my channel guide. It says I am watching the news. The key word in there is new, and there is no new information right now. I am saddened by what I see, and I had to stop watching. I stopped watching for a long time. It's like they ran out of new songs. Now everyone else is discovering that he can only do so much fucking up in a week. But maybe I'm just more intuitive, or maybe I'm psychic. I don't know what it is that's different about me that said from the first day this level of fucking up was going to happen. And we had about 3 weeks, maybe even 3 months. We had the inauguration to go, okay, yeah, this guy's a fuck up, but we're gonna ride it out. Because you don't know how to impeach anybody. Let's be honest. If we knew how to impeach anybody, we'd have got him out there. He's getting a full term, and he might get another 4. Why? Because we got a whole bunch of clowns trying to come up against him. I mean, shit, where's Obama? Where the fuck is Obama? I'm not going to read any of your books, bro. You need to come back and fix our country, because I don't see another fucking superhero. It's the same way we keep going to see movies with characters that were designed 50, 60 years ago. We want the same story, and that's what becomes a problem. If you're waiting on a superhero, if you're waiting for somebody from Wakanda to come fucking save us, it's not gonna happen. No, you can cross your arms and go, hey, Wakanda, all you want, but Black Panther is not gonna come and fix our country. And if you really want to be honest, T'Challa is actually worse than Trump, because he doesn't allow immigration into Wakanda at all. You ever think about that? He has border walls. He has a border force field. You ever think about that? So next time you want to reference that as our black savior, because there were more people that participated in seeing Black Panther than there were celebrating MLK yesterday. You think about that? Just saying, I want you to ponder that. I want you to ponder where you're spending your time, where you are what you're truly dedicated to. Because you put down, I know you didn't go see the movie alone. You put down at least $30 to go see a fictional character be a separatist. But, you know, when it comes to MLK, the guy who marched for civil rights, risked his life, was wanted to be jailed, you act like the day never really happened. When you're motivated to inform the public, and your only motivation to inform them is dollars, that's when we start dogpiling. That's when we start dogpiling the same facts. That's when nothing changes. Because when you look at news, there's commercials. You know what those people want? Stories that will make people watch. They want stories that feed into their hate. They don't want stories that feed into their love. I got love at the house. You know, I love my dog. Let me turn on the TV and get some hate. When your country is ran by people who are too old to manage a McDonald's, the people that run our country are almost too old to be greeters at Walmart. So you should expect nothing less than petty bullshit. Let me restate that. You should expect nothing less than petty bullshit. The same person that is checking your receipt at Costco, trying to make a little money to supplement their income, is the same person that is running your country. Did you ever really think about that? I mean, let's get realistic here. You know what you need to send to Washington? Don't send donations. Send your extra Depends diapers, because they need that more than they need you on the internet talking a whole bunch of shit. Don't change the channel. They might hit you with a cane. Yeah, that's supposed to be funny, but it's true. These people that I might be asking if they are still able to drive. This is the same age group that when you see somebody drive into a restaurant, not drive in like McDonald's, like drive through the front door of a restaurant because they hit the gas pedal, that's the same age group of people that run your country. Think about that. I'm not an ageist, in the least bit. And if you were use of your full facilities, I'm cool with you. But if you can't relate to me as a voter, a consumer, a countryman, a patriot, in my life situation and my struggle, then I do have to question your leadership skills. If you were old enough to vote for Nixon when he ran against Kennedy, what are you doing running this country? Like I stated before, I'm not an ageist, but I do have to question how in touch with reality our leaders are and the things that we face on a day-to-day basis. I'd rather vote for freckles than liver spots. Too mean? Well, I think it's mean to let me and government workers and people who really have no power to change what's going on in regards to the shutdown. I think it's mean to leave them out. I think it's mean that TSA workers are just showing up to work. I think that's mean. You show up, you should get paid. I mean, is that not the American way? Are you still looking for a superhero? Because truth, justice, the American way? Maybe that's what I should send to Washington. Maybe that's the message I should send them. I honestly believe the biggest crime being committed here is that people have to live in limbo over some petty bullshit between a couple old people. This is A Few Minutes of Fresh. My name is DJ Oh So Fresh. I come at you not often enough from what I've been told, but I wanted to share my thoughts this morning, and hopefully we can be in touch soon. You can hit us up at thehypepodcast.com. You can hit me up at Oh So Fresh on Twitter, at Oh So Fresh on Instagram, or because Facebook is bullshit, James C. Wright on Facebook. Let's be in touch. Or you can email me, ohsofresh@gmail.com. Let's make this a conversation. Let's make this a discussion. The more feedback, the more I talk, and I love to talk. Once again, this is A Few Minutes of Fresh. Thank you for your time.